Hey everybody, today Shade and I are going to be judging some Mega Man games. But first up, I'm going to play some Mega Man Soccer and we're going to talk about some of the rules and have an idea that I'm going to throw by Shade over here and see if what he thinks about it. And I'll just play with all Mega Man. This is going to be horrible anyway. I can't play we're just gonna play the wood field and kick off. I don't know. There we go. So to me the main thing about a Mega Man game is the gameplay. The story doesn't have to be super strong.
Or even there.
Yeah, the only one that really I think detracts from it is one of the worst ones, and we'll get to that when we get there. I mean, I think I don't even know where my team is right now. Did you have to do that? Okay, there we go. There's one of my guys. Okay, this is going bad. This is going bad. So it's mainly about gameplay, not necessarily about story, and any kind of niche thing that kind of goes along with it is what's going to really be judged. Again, story, you don't need a lot of story in a Mega Man game. I just kick that in the middle of the field. So I had an idea that I wanted to pass by you before we really get into it. So you know the game Football Manager on Steam?
No.
Okay, so there's a game called Football Manager, and you don't play the soccer, you just manage the soccer team. And so what my idea is we take all the sprites and we make it about Mega Man Soccer managing instead of the like the Football Manager, and we get enough from like Mega Man games, Mega Man X games, everywhere we can get some people, and we just use them instead. And you have to draft your Mega Man team, and I suck at this. But no, you draft your own team. You have to worry about cap space and everything else. But it's instead of Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know if you know who that is. I don't know if I said his name right. But no, you have to be like Mega Man and Roll and possibly Rush and Woodman and Crash Man and everybody, all of them. Tingu Man,
Clown Man,
Clown Man. I hate Clown Man, but even Clown Man, yes. But yeah, you just. See, I wanted him to kick it up or around or to a teammate or something. That was obviously an out right there. It was obviously an out. That's what they did. They're dirty. They're cheap. But that's the idea I want to float out there. I'm copywriting it right now. Free copyright, even though jerk. Half court hit. But no, I wanted to throw that out there. How come they get the ball back?
I think you're supposed to pass to one of your dudes.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Maybe just because I'm hitting the B button over and over. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. You know what? Don't I get a power shot of some sort too?
Yeah, I think you have to hold like L or R and press shoot. Although you need to line that up with their goalie so you can actually hit him.
Is there a shoot button? Is there an ability to kick?
I mean, there's a shoot and a pass, but I don't know what they are. I haven't played this game in like 20 freaking years.
You can see how well this is going with how great I'm doing right now. But no, that was my idea. So Capcom can keep the money for all the characters, but I get the money for the genius part behind it. So just FYI, if if I'm rich, that's why I got rich, because I sold that idea to Capcom. Copyright 2020 or 2022, whatever year this is.
Pretty sure they don't have any idea, any desire to implement Mega Man Soccer Manager.
I think it would be a great idea. Just all right. So you know what? I'm done.
I mean, I was even talking with some dude about this, and he didn't believe that this was an actual game.
Yeah, I mean
that like existed in reality.
He thought it was some hack.
Like there was no way that there was a game about Mega Man playing soccer.
But this one's not gonna get judged. We're only gonna judge the numbered ones. We're not gonna.
You only don't want to judge this because you know it's better than Mega Man 1.
we'll get to that one when we get there, because I know Shade. There we go. There we go. Got it.
Use your special move to time up.
Yeah. But no Mega Man powered up, even though it is a good entry in the series to kind of get acclimated, because there's an easy mode. Because to me, I'm not a huge fan of when I see journalist gamers complaining about how hard or how difficult the Mega Man game is. I'm like, that's kind of the point behind them, is they're difficult. You know, these are the same people who cry about Dark Souls and stuff being too difficult as well. I'm like, you're not the intended audience for this. I'm sorry that your editor or manager or whatever made you play this game, because you obviously suck at it. Now, a gamer journalist would have no problem with it. A journalist gamer would. It's just some guy who took a job after college and, you know, is like, oh, I can play video games for a living, and it's not really helpful. Because he's not playing Call of Duty or something. But, so, yeah, we're gonna get this. Oh, it's halftime. It's a great time to stop and get everything started, so we can get this, you know, so we can get Shade all riled up and, you know, just poking. Because, again, I think there's going to be some disagreement, too.
Disagreement? What do you mean?
I think Mega Man 1 is going to be a disagreement.
So far, yeah.
So, yeah, so we will start with in my opinion, what is the worst Mega Man.
Mega Man 8!
So, to me, the worst Mega Man of the 11 is Mega Man 8. It is, to me, it is just by far the worst. Just, I think the only Mega Man game that is worse overall is probably Mega Man X7. That to me is,
I mean, that's one of the worst games of all time.
yeah, and it is just awful. And since we're at the screen, Mega Man goes, "I'm home, welcome back, Mega Man," and they made her like 6 foot tall.
There's no ruler to measure her against.
Mega Man.
Mega Man's not on the screen.
He's right there. But this is, a lot of the stuff is nice, but it's mostly worthless stuff in the shop. There's no energy tanks, because there's no energy tanks in the game. It's like, you won't be pushed back when you receive a hit. Okay, that's nice. You get 4 lives when you start a stage. That only really matters for the first Wily stage, when you're doing the freeze scooter thing, which I hate. 5 shot together. I don't need that. Energy
We're
blast.
gonna sell you a power-up that lets you defeat lets you skip over some hardware limitation in the old games.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like,
Oh, we're gonna let you have something that we let Mega Man X do in his series for free.
yeah,
Like charge up your weapons when you're not using them.
yes, exactly. You know, and it just, none of the stuff is really worthwhile. And it's just, I bought an energy balancer just so I don't have to switch weapons.
Just saying, Roll's worthless, man. That's some.
She's not worthless. She's, I don't know, a maid bot. I don't know what she. I'm not gonna ask what she does. She can do whatever she wants. But yeah, they changed every kind of aesthetic in this game. So to me, it's like they got like a third-year art student, and there's nothing wrong with being a third-year art student. But they had a third-year art student who had never played a Mega Man game before, so it's like, here's what I'm going to do my take on it, because they changed Dr. Wily.
Oh no, Mega Man doesn't look like an NES game anymore.
I know. Well, the next worst one also has that problem too.
Well, you can put 7 right above 8.
Yes. Yeah, I am. That's
Man, NES snob.
spoilers. But so they changed him, and he looks goofy in my opinion. And maybe we should have the sound on, because I'm gonna horribly die from this. And they have those worthless little.
How do you slide on a surfboard?
Well, Wily Stage 1, you better get used to it, because that is all Wily Stage 1 is. It's this. And it's horrible, and at least they don't have spikes, they just have you plummet to your death. But yeah, this is really, like, every stage has a gimmick. And there's so many gimmicks that not all of them make it to the Wily stages. I mean, Swordman's stage is like 5 gimmicks long. And then you plow into some snow.
Ooh, difficult.
That's what, half stage? So from here, now it's Night Frostman stage. But yeah, every stage has this gimmick, and it's just too much. There's not enough kind of platforming and running and gunning. It's, hey, here's this thing
There's a sky whale dropping an ice cube on another robot that spotted at you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get that stupid. It's not going to matter in the long run, because I'm not going to save it. But yeah, they changed so much about it that it just, to me, it's kind of unrecognizable. I have to remember the right button. So, Mega Ball, dumb. Flash Bomb, according to the Google's pages, when you look up enemy weakness, it's weak against, everybody's weak against Flash Bomb because it hits them multiple times, which it's not true. Not true. Your rush items, you can only use once per stage, and some of them, like, I think that one just gives you some random power up. It's like Eddie. They took Eddie out and made Rush Eddie, except he can drop bombs and do whatever that is. It's a question mark for a reason. Nobody will ever know. Yeah, we'll see. Uh-oh, and he's barking, and that was it. He sent me a weapon power-up. Which the energy, well, forget, he doesn't have energy in this one, he has usage. So he's just, I just can't use it again until the next stage. I don't know, this game in its entirety is just bad. This also, to me, has the worst story. So, it has Duo, who's a space alien robot, fighting another space alien robot who lands on Earth. So this is kind of the story of the RPG Vi on Sega CD. So you have this robot, he lands on Earth, and then Dr. Wily finds the alien energy, and he takes 4 already kind of crappy robots and applies the space energy to them, and then they turn into not as crappy robots. Especially Clownman. Clownman is awful. Clownman is just, and his gimmick's not even used. He has, you have to walk on certain spaces in a stage, not even used. It is just some of the just dumbest stuff in this game, and that's why I've only beaten it twice, only twice. And the last time was
Like, this game is so horrible. I've only played it 2 times.
yes. Well, like back in the 80s, there were games that I played, several times because if that's what you had to rent. That's all you had to rent. Like, listen, do I want to play Sim Ant or do I play Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers? Well, guess what? Those are my 2 options. I don't have any other options. And I know that's kind of a more like critical situation where you'd have to go like super late on a Friday to rent a game if you went in that bad. But at that point, I think they had still plenty of games. I think there's no actual like water stage in here either. Oh yeah, okay, there's this one. But Mega Man can swim in this one. Instead of just jumping up and down in the water, he can actually swim. And I think this is the only one where he can actually swim like that. And there's really no why are we starting him to swim now? He's this is game number 8 and he just now learned how to swim. So this one, if you this one is just super annoying. And when I started thinking about this concept of ranking them, for me, it's like I'm gonna have to play 8 again, and I was right. 8 was just awful. It was just awful. It was horrible.
Wow, this isn't like my NES Mega Man games. Oh no. Things are different. I don't like it.
I will say that...
Oh no, Sniper Joe threw a grenade instead of shooting you over and over again.
He can... Any Mega Man moves kind of slow too.
Mega Man always moves kind of slow. Mega Man is slow. This isn't the X Games.
This is slow. Look at this boss right here. This is almost as bad as like Crab Puncher from Mega Man 9. It's like Crab Puncher. But no, yeah, it's... I'm almost at my limit of playing this right now. Just with how silly this is and how just... One day I'm gonna get my son to play this just so that I can get some validation of this game. So yes, now it's on to the next one, which I think we've possibly already talked about. The second worst Mega Man game to me is Mega Man 7. He's still a big, goofy, he made everybody bigger. I think, we're talking about like Mega Man is maybe a little bit taller than Roll because of, I don't know, gender roles, like men are always supposed to be taller than women. I don't know. I don't know if Dr. Light knows that or not. I would think he'd be progressive enough. It's 20XX. So he's this big, huge, clumsy thing.
Or are we going to talk about how Aldo is driving a car that is shaped like himself?
And there's a joke.
There's a joke.
Look helmet, you dumbass. So this one's story is Trouble and Bass are causing problems, but they're the only other advanced robots walking around. So we obviously don't know who else can create advanced robots in the world. Can Dr. Kosai do it? Is it Dr. Kosai? Is he back? And is from his Russian castle? Nobody knows. Except we all know. And luckily the doctor had the life alert bracelet. Like, help, I'm falling and I can't get up. And then Roll came. But so I think Rush warped there, but Mega Man had to ride there in a car. And then there's some explosions going on here in a second. I think. And then eventually we'll start the stage. And see, in this one they didn't change too much of this. They just made him massive, but they kept the normal ship and his tie and his lab coat. And they did that stuff. Okay, let's go. And then here we go. Now we're okay. This one has the auto shoot on it again. Some of these have auto shoot and some of them don't, and I just usually just smash down the button because I'm lazy. And then and see that robot right there is just mean. At least Mega Man blasts them. You know, he looks at them in their eyes when he kills something. He just rolled over him right on their back. And this one has some pretty bad robots too. This one has Shade Man, who is the vampire. And for Treble to be such a sophisticated robot, he's all he's doing is standing there. Oh, by the way, that's all I was doing. Is all I was just standing there too. They've been trying, quote unquote, to stop Dr. Wily while we were there. No, we haven't. Oh no! And this has the goofy little pictures on it. And this is the second one in the same kind of time frame where you get 4 bosses. This is the same as 8. You get 4 bosses who are weak against each other, and then you get the other 4 bosses who are weak against each other. But I don't think the second 4 are weak against the first 4, and vice versa. So we'll go to the Junkman. So at least in this one,
that's a great robot design. Let's just throw a bunch of junk together and put some electronics in it.
Yes. So we're back to having, you know, I think the shop is back in this one. You can buy energy containers and weapons, and the special one, he's got the super suit. But this one is also Proto Man. You can get the Proto Man shield. And you have cockroach. Cockroach robots, which I don't know what purpose they would serve anyway.
I think you had some cockroach robots, and there's like giant tabby cats that puke up fleas at you in one of these games. Like, what kind of service does like half of these things do? Like, you're telling me someone made giant like little things with propellers and helmets that shoot things below them? What kind of lore does Mega Man have to explain that?
Well, I mean, that robot obviously serves an important purpose
of shooting people that are beneath him.
Not even directly beneath you. Like, you have to be diagonal. It's not even straight down. It's left and right. And by the way, if you have the lightning with this one, I've killed myself I don't know how many times doing this puzzle. Because like, I'm gonna use lightning on this, and then I grow up, and there's spikes up there. There's just like, I'm just gonna ride this. Oh, spikes. Like, oh, or you get crushed. I thought there were spikes here somewhere. I never know where there are spikes anymore. They're just, ever since Mega Man X6, there's just spikes everywhere. And you can turn on the magnet. You see that worm that has a periscope on it? But again, there's too much aesthetic change in this one for me. And from where we're kind of at, because at this point, you know, Mega Man X this is 1995, so Mega Man X came out, what, 1992, 93? So we had You know, we had a
Yes, Josh. I don't know why they continued making original Mega Man games after the X series came out.
I get why they made 9 and 10. Well, 9 was a kind of a money grab, and then 10 was more of a money grab. I could be wrong about that. 10 could be the money grab. I think 11 was just to shut down the mighty number 9. Was it Inafune who left? He's like, listen, we can still build a Mega Man game. But, you know, this one is still the goofy robots. The story is not.
Josh just doesn't want to admit to himself that it's always been goofy robots.
It's always been goofy robots. So you're telling me that Guts Man is a goofy robot?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Why would you say that? He's got guts. He's like a cheerleader.
Did you even see the cartoon?
I haven't seen the cartoon in forever. So oddly enough, I've watched the Link cartoon probably about 10 years ago, but I never watched the Mega Man cartoon, and I haven't watched the Mario cartoon in forever either. But we all used to know that the Link cartoon was the best one because it only came on Friday. And, you know, they play the Mario Brothers Super Show, you know, Monday through Thursday. And then they would play that one on Fridays. But no, I never watched I've never actually watched the cartoon. I know it's pretty bad from the GIFs and stuff that I see.
What do you mean? I thought that was quality kids programming back in the day.
It's like Samurai Pizza Cats. And, I guess, Top Cats. And Gargoyles Alive. So I don't even know where to hit him. Oh yeah, you get Junk Shield. If I could slide. Come on, there we go. We're only continuing this video to see if I can actually do this on the first try again. I don't think I can. Moment of truth, Jade. You ready for this? Nope. Too bad. I'm not gonna try it again. I'm just gonna go to the next one. At this point, I'm just like fed up with Mega Man 7. Alright, so to me, the rank number like 11, 10, 9 is Mega Man number 6. This one has kind of a dumb story where hippie Dr. Wily calls himself Mr. X, and then he goes and steals these robots from the World Tournament. But I don't know if you know this, some of these robots are racist. Racist, 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 racist. And we're gonna go Centaur Man because he's possibly the least racist unless you're a race, you know, unless you're a centaur. So this one has kind of a goofy story. And this is one of the ones where I feel like
Yeah, Josh, these robots are much less goofy than the PlayStation Super Nintendo ones. Pelican just barfed up a fish robot on you. Such classic gaming. Classic serious robot on robot violence. Oh damn. Oh, there goes your one up.
So, the reason why Centaur Man got stuck with water is because he's fictional creature. And I will say this: there's. I'm probably gonna mess it up. I mean, and this is kind of a copy of like Bubble Man stage, somewhat, but Mega Man 9 copied some of the stuff too. Like, I think...
Like, every water stage in Mega Man is this. It's water and spikes and things that swim in the water.
And then we have Upside Down Water.
Oh.
And yeah, so we still have energy tanks. I forget what those 4 things are. Probably because I didn't get them. And I haven't gotten them in years. Probably, I don't know, 10, 20 years, possibly. You jump in the upside down water and... But yeah, that's kind of my... There we go. Kind of my main problem is that this one's kind of racist. And... Like, I think everything is just automatically weak against the Mega Buster. Like, all the bosses, that's their primary weakness, and then they're weak against something else. Because I feel like I could, if I had the wantingness to, just go through and just beat everything with the Mega Buster. So no comments about the flying submarines?
Well, I mean, I don't know. This is some grim, dark Mega Man where they have submarines that hide in clouds, and then when you hit the clouds, they're like, oh, we're affected by gravity now. Fall into the water.
Well, if they fall on land, because I think like if you get over there, you get one of the letters, but I'm not gonna go over there. I don't have brush coil. I don't think.
Why are so many like NES games all about getting the letters?
I think it's a partnership with Sesame Street.
The Mega Man also been talking about the letters.
Remember you don't have to worry about...
Did he just teleport?
Yes. Because he used the power of his imagination, because he's not a real creature.
That's lazy.
God gave him all them hooves, and all he wants to do is teleport everywhere. But that's my kind of thing. Like, it's when I just Mega Bustered him to death, and it wasn't that much of a problem. I more had to worry about him running into me, and I think that turns into a theme with, you know, starting Mega Man like 2, or no, maybe 3 with Gemini Man, and from then on it's all about just you can either dodge the weapon, or you can just take the hit, and the robot hitting you does more damage than you getting hit by the projectile. It's like we're in a gunfight and we're shooting at each other, and I run into you, you take more damage than me putting a bullet in your shoulder. Like, that's not. I don't know what anybody would do.
That's what I was at some point I was telling someone if I had to make a Mega Man X boss, it would just be like Inferno Giraffe or something. He just runs across the entire screen. He's way too tall to fucking jump over.
He just hits you. And see, in the frozen north, or wherever we're at right now, you know, there's seals who spirit bomb you, as well as bombs.
I mean, they're nice enough to give you a countdown. Mr. X is not that diabolical. I mean, it's not like he's Dr. Wily or anything.
No. I think there's something up there that I could possibly get. I'm not gonna get. Like, I know there's secrets in this that I'm missing. I just don't care to really get them.
There's some kind of like Geneva Convention protocol in these games that your robots have to be like thematically appropriate for the environment that they're in. And that's why there's all these like seals and polar bears and whatnot. Ice smoothing equipment and stuff in here.
Because I mean,
like Dr. Wily, you try to put koalas in your ice stage again. We can't be doing that.
Union rules, buddy. Who do you think you are? Man. Is this the one with the submarine? Just hanging out? It's a submarine, you know, an Arctic base covered with spikes. And again, it kind of just... It's kind of, to me, kind of... Because this is the only place that you see it. It doesn't exist anywhere else. It's like the Bowser sub on Super Mario 64. It only appears until you do that, until you beat Bowser, and then it goes away. You never see it again. Like, you took the time to draw out the sub. Why doesn't Dr. Wily have multiple subs? Or excuse me, why does Mr. X have multiple subs? That's my question. If he's so rich and handsome and debonair, why doesn't he have multiple subs instead of one?
Maybe he spent all his money on that cloak.
And by the way, Blizzard Man, very, very deceitful. That is very far away from a Blizzard. But it's gonna how he's gonna
He's
kill
on
him.
skis. Why is he rolling up into a ball and then running at you? That's some bullshit. What is this Armored Armadillo looking ass?
Well, technically, I think Armadillo came out first. So I think this is 93 or 94. So yeah.
They even got the animation of him like using the ski things to move. He can even move with the skis. It's just like, oh, well, we'll just have him roll up into a ball instead of skiing at you, which is the entire point of the robot.
he's on ski patrol. Well, I think this is one of the ones where if you get hit and you're using your charge shot, you lose it, which is annoying. I'm gonna die. This is one of the ones you know what? I'm fed up with it. If you got a joke now, let it out, because this is I'm about to stop because Mega Man 6 not a fan.
Now you already skipped my Mega Man Mega Ball Soccer joke from the last one. We can't do it again.
All right, so now we're gonna move on to the next one. No jokes. You done with the jokes?
Yes.
Okay. So at spot number 8 is Mega Man 11. It's the newest one. It's got the gears. Everybody loves the gears. You know, it's something.
And he means by everyone, he means everyone but me.
All right. I think the gear system is hugely flawed because I end up only using one. That's it. I only use the slowdown one. I never use the power-up one because the slowdown one actually serves a purpose where those...
You mean the slowdown one's required for a lot of this stuff, and they also penalize you for using it too much.
And you see this one, how fast he's kind of moving when I'm not running into stuff? Look how these little ninja are going on over here. I think my main complaint on this one is that the stages feel too long. Like, they feel forever long. Like,
yeah, I mean, my main complaint is that I'm not having any fun playing this game.
I enjoyed it, but I don't know. I've been flipping and flopping about where to actually put it because it looks nice, but as I think we talked about a little earlier, that this was kind of the callback to Mighty Number 9, where it's like, we can still make a Mega Man game, can you? Because I've still not played Mighty Number 9,
I'm still waiting on my Vita copy of that game from like 5 or 6 years ago or something. That's not gonna happen, but oh well.
And see, this is just cool right here. Oop. And then we do this, and we do this, and we do this. And then we get back in line. And I think, again, I set up the controls where, I have the auto shot, and most of the time I just end up using the auto shot and let the charge just happen. Because I like the shop in this one. There's a lot of stuff to buy. Oop. And, especially if you're... Well, some of the stuff you have to use like the slow gear like 50 times or something like that in order to get some of the to unlock some of the buyables for it. But again, the robot bosses aren't anything. I'm gonna die. Oh, that save. That save. Let's keep going. Because I think from the other stages that we've played, whoop, wrong one. That's gonna go away, and I died. But like this seems forever. I guess I only saved it with no lives, so we'll just let's go to stage select. Yeah, because there's a ton of stuff.
Okay, Mega.
Oop.
It's so good.
I get it,
Okay,
Dr.
Mega.
Light. But there's this one, and then you can use the double ace in the whole double gear. Like it starts with one health, so you can use the slowdown and the power up like at the same time. I'm not good enough to recommend that. But a lot of the other stuff that happens. There's Acid Man, who just really, I think, lives in Trashland or something. I think this is like Sewer Gator's like prequel or something.
Should mean Toxic Seahorse.
Which one is he in?
X3.
I thought there was an alligator who lived in the sewer.
There's a Wheel Gator, but he lives in like a tank.
Oh, okay.
Sewer tank, I guess. I don't know.
Well,
It's like in a city.
I do plan to replay all the X games, and we're gonna do one of these X games, just so you can tell me how wrong I am for those as well. And this one they're pretty nice about the, getting you what you need. And I think I'm playing it on normal. Because this is one of the entries where you can kind of easily get into it. If you've never played a Mega Man game before, I don't recommend this one being your first one.
I wouldn't recommend it if you haven't played Mega Man.
So you mean to tell me, well, this is what I'm hearing, you hate this game? Am I hearing you right?
I mean, I can understand that some people might enjoy playing this game.
You're mature enough to understand. Like, there's people who I can see people who like this game. It's he guys blasted me in the face. I was trying to jump over. But this game's not for everybody, and I agree. I'll agree with that. I still think there's a lot of things wrong with this one that keep it from being probably the best it could be or should be. Because again, I hate how long some of these stages are. It seems like they go on forever. I don't even think we're at the halfway point in this stage.
You haven't even gotten to the mini boss. Since there's apparently one in each stage now.
Yeah, and this one's probably gonna kill me. Oh yeah, because this is a scrubber guy. But I'm not gonna torment Shade anymore because I'm like I want to get to the better ones, but we have to play the ones that suck first. At least this one kept a lot of the things from the other Mega Man games. Like I get it that they cap you at stuff, and then you can. It's nice that you can equip stuff, you know, as you want to. Do I not have that? Only one type of. I don't care. But there's a lot of stuff going on. Get the B dropper. It's not as funny as C-Shot, but it's not. But yeah, so I think actually after I'm done playing this, after we're done with this and I'm meshing the videos together, I'm going to just uninstall this one completely because I don't like it. I did that with some of the last few games that I played. Like, I don't like you. I'm not gonna play you again. I'm just gonna uninstall you. You can stay on my Steam list, and I'm going to ignore you. It's like somebody at school. I see you. I don't want your attention. I'm just gonna keep walking down the hall. Just eyes forward or eyes down. So keep on walking. Do you have a joke? You have a joke? Do you want to tell America one last time? Well, actually, it's more than America. Some people from Portugal and stuff, or they speak Portuguese, watch my channel from time to time. Do you have any other thing you want to say about how much you hate Mega Man 11?
No.
No?
Really.
Okay. So at spot number 7 is Mega Man 5. So my first problem with it is, you know, my favorite character is Proto Man. Proto Man can't be a villain. Step in 3. That's only because he made a deal.
He's in the cartoon as well. I mean, you can't. They don't make it. Proto Man's not a villain. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's canon.
The cartoon's canon. So honestly, there's one main reason why Mega Man 5 gets ranked in the bottom half.
What? All the robot monster guys are fucking lame.
No,
I'm Crystal Man.
It's actually this stage.
I'll throw some crystals at you.
He does. And it's almost through the entire stage.
It's just Gemini Man stage aesthetic. You just steal people's aesthetic. You can't just do that.
No, you gotta get it. What they do is they make you work for it a little bit. Like, oh, this is gonna be a normal stage. I don't like this. There's these little buggy things, and then you fall down. And then you get here. I hate this.
Oh no, you had to jump. And to jump again.
I hate the stage. I don't know how many times I've messed this stage up.
See, he just gave you an extra life because he knew you were gonna die.
I mean, Eddie's got mad love. See, like that. Like that. I hate this, and this is why I rank it so low. I actually know what I can do. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here we go. They have a rewind function. I'm gonna do it again, aren't I? But I can only do the stage after I've had a little bit of liquid courage. I can't do the stage otherwise. I'm not gonna rewind it again. But no, this is the main reason. It has, you know, the story is respectable. You know, you got another psych villain. You know, it's on par with 4, and 4 is not that bad. I think 4 is kind of where the bloom on the rose kind of starts to look a little bit, because like, oh, we've seen this and we've seen it again, and here it is again. So they stopped doing all the the stuff at what really like I think after 4 it's just kind of everybody else. It's never Dr. Wily. Oh, it's this guy. They give me another life so that I can embarrass myself in front of everybody. Again, I've already done it twice. But there's nothing really to counter this either. You can't...
That was just you. You screwed up that jump. That was nothing of fun.
that was just an F jump right there. That was just full-on hardcore failure of Mega Man, you know, fundamentals.
I say no, blame the stage. Kills himself.
I do blame the stage. But yeah, I mean this right here is the ultimate reason why I do not.
Wait, how come if you kill the bottom thing, the ball gets consumed, but if you kill the ball, both of them die? That seems like bullshit.
It's a codependency. I think that's what it is. Maybe it's like Cobra. So Cobra from G.I. Joe. Don't give me another life. Like, we know you can do it. We know you can do it. But Cobra, on all of their devices, so there's on, and then there's self-destruct. There's no off button. So, if you watch one of the movies, they have the satellite in space, and they're dropping steel planks on people. And you can't just turn it off. It blows up. It self-destructs. But this video is never, this part of this video is never going to end because they're just going to keep giving me one up. It's going to keep, and that's all it's going to turn into. Is giving me one ups. But no.
Don't believe in yourself, John. Believe in the Eddie that believes in you.
We're going to have a, you and Eddie, you're going to have a telethon later. Like, listen. Not every kid can do Jewel Man stage. So we're going to have to raise a fundraiser for all the extra lives that we're going to have to purchase. And that was me right there. Like, we're going to have to just, you know, you're going to turn, you and Eddie, you can turn into like Jerry Lewis. Just and I think this is I don't think yeah, and this is the one where you have to fill Mega Man 5 and you get rushed.
I think it's all about getting the letters.
Well, it makes Wily super easy. That's something I didn't trash talk like Mega Man 7 about, because I'm, you know, do you want to make one last joke about me on this? Because
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked. That's it. I like this one. I hate the stage.
I disagree with that artwork.
You disagree with the artwork. So at spot number 6, it's Mega Man, and yeah, he looks goofy. And
what is this MS Paint looking background? I mean,
don't diss MS Paint.
I mean, granted, it's better than the box art for it, but still, that's a pretty low bar for that.
I think Shade and I will disagree on where this should be. I think you say it's lower.
Disagree on if this is a good game or not.
I have this
not.
I have this closer to the middle.
Closer to the bottom because you just went to it.
You know, and it's another stage where they're going to keep giving me lives because they have this pity for me. I place it toward the middle because I think there's other ones that I hate more than this one. And this was, you know,
I mean, there's one that I hate more than this, and that's 11. And that's it. I mean, at least I beat this game.
This one is not as annoying. Yeah, you have to. If you're blasting him like this, you have to go back a little bit.
And respawning. Some Ninja Gaiden. Wow. Oh, this is a real Ninja Gaiden right here. Gonna start spawning some eagles hitting you into the pit.
Maybe that's a idea for a video in the kind of the future where you watch me play Ninja Gaiden Live. It'd have to be 2 or 3. I've played one a couple years ago, but playing 2 or 3 where I just I just get slaughtered, and then you just make fun of me for an hour. And one time I was pretty decent at this. Apparently I'm not now. And I think during the challenge stages they start you off with the magnet rail thing, so you can just walk over all this. So you can't use the auto shop. I don't think his shield actually does anything either. But I think our main disagreement on this one is because, this was supposed to be a different game, and it turned out like this. And I think that's where our biggest disconnect is. I'll admit, this game is rough. Anytime you touch the spikes, you die. Even some of the old tricks where, you take the hit, and just land in the spikes. It doesn't work in this because you just die anyway. And some of the robots are goofy, like Guts Man.
Some of them.
Which one? Okay, which one is? So if you have to name all the goofy robots, which ones are they?
Like all of them? Cut Man literally has just scissors on his head. Like, they're not even any, like, they're not even, like, Cut Man, he has scissors, like, he could be wielding them in his hand. Nah, just put it on the helmet.
That way he can free up both his hands. That's genius right there.
And then he throws it like a boomerang, not like scissors.
Again, freeing up both hands. So he can throw...
He's not doing anything with the hands.
Because
all he got is scissors.
It's because he has nothing to do with his hands, because he's fighting you. He's not... He should be slapping you or something.
Why does he even have hands? They put hands on a robot that doesn't need them. And look at this guy. Looks like he should be at like a rodeo or something.
Rodeo. I forgot.
Or like in some, I don't know, masquerade or some.
I forgot to go to Cutman stage.
Go to another
first.
game.
Go
This
to...
one sucks.
Well, from here...
Cutman's stage is terrible. Look at this.
Were you talking about Ninja Gaiden, right? See, there you go. Boom, done. And they're nice enough to give you a power pellet that you can't reach. You have to fall down from the stage or the area below.
Look, they just copied that room and changed the instead of putting the little robots, they put the electric thing. And how many times are you gonna restart this ladder?
Well, at least one more time. At least, because this is the same room. And
yeah, this is a copy-paste BS.
Listen, this cartridge is only like 50K. They don't have a ton of space. And yes, I know that was there. I gotta watch. My hands are getting sweaty. You have to wait for it. And then, see we're going up. And see there's a lot of electricity going around. See, I could go get that, but I'm not. I'm a maverick.
More like you probably didn't want to risk killing yourself over an energy pellet.
I like how they don't even give me any warning, it just disappears. Like, nope. Too long. You know, I'm about done with this one too.
What do you mean, Josh? I thought this was in the better half of Mega Man game.
It is. But I forgot to go to Cutman stage so that I could use Cutman's scissors to destroy those and then just jump up there without being annoyed. I could have gone the other way, but that's too easy. That requires like going right and up instead of left and up. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. None whatsoever. So again, Shay hates Mega Man 1. Passion, I think it's alright. I think I'm gonna stand on that hill and you're gonna stand on here. We'll just look at each other awkwardly on that one.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have a joke for this one? About me playing? No,
we're done.
We're done?
You can
Okay.
stop this.
Alright, in spot number 5, I have Mega Man 10. I think this is one of the... If you're new to Mega Man, this is one of the better entries because it has easy mode and it has, you know... I've never played as Bass before. Bass, whatever. Never played as him before. I usually play as Proto Man or Mega Man. But, you know, there's easy where they kind of... You can get acclimated to the game, and the stages aren't that long. I think my main problem with this one is that it's...
She-Man exists.
She-Man. To me, this one's kind of easy until you get to the Wily stages. That to me is kind of where my kind of disconnect is. It's like this isn't that bad, you know, and that's why I say it's a good entry to the series because you can kind of get used to all the BS that they're gonna throw at you. You know, like here's a ton of spikes. You know, you can't get really used to that in Mega Man 11 because Mega Man 11 I don't think has a ton of spikes. And this one, you know, has an item shop that's worthwhile. Oh, they make you make Mega Man exercise to get on the platform. Yeah, I think this is one of the newer ones that does not have the charge shot. Proto Man has the charge shot, whereas Mega Man just has a normal shot and all the weapons. Didn't do it long enough, so we're gonna do it again. I'm gonna hit, and I'm gonna keep getting hit by the energy. Just so you know, it's never gonna get old. I'm just gonna spell at it completely constantly. At least I'm not getting a pity extra lives here, because that's all I need is more pity. But no, and to be honest, that is my main complaint about this one. Is it's just a little too easy. You see how much of a problem I'm having, right? I don't even know what that robot's supposed to do. Oh, and yeah, this is the story with the Robo Winza. So, you know, you made a
You mean totally not the Maverick Fires?
Yes. I mean, who would invent something like that? I need to pay attention to the blocks, not the... But yeah, I don't know if you can kind of tell. I'm not having nearly as difficult time with this one as I had with the other ones. And that's because I'm also talking too, so... obviously worse when I'm talking, especially in the romance stage. Any other stage that requires some sort of high level attention. Because the robots in like 11, they're still, I think you would say they're still kind of goofy, but I think some of them serve more of a purpose, but Blade Man just throws blades, and I'm trying to think of who else is in this one. Sheep Man generates electricity.
Oh yeah, Sheep Man is totally not goofy at all.
He's not goofy. Sheep Man wants you to have electricity. I might be going for that. You got these little, I don't know, pointers. I don't know what
Cursors.
cursors. Why would someone make a cursor? I don't know. I don't. 'Cause I didn't design the robots, but you know, we're back to him being small. Again, I'm trying to charge shot him. Can't charge shot him because it doesn't have the charge shot. I'm gonna die again. It's gonna be Junkman all over again. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop it right here. Stop it right here. We're just gonna move on to the next one. I suck at Mega Man. This was all I get over it. At number 4, ironically, is Mega Man 4. And you see the goofy artwork around the edge. And by the way, this one's already happened. Just so you know, this is 20X. So this one's already happened. This is at least 12 years done. So Dr. Cossack and his daughter have already been rescued by Mega Man, Proto Man. So this has all happened. And I think this one has your favorite Pharaoh Man. Because you're such a huge fan of Pharaoh Man. I mean, like, I don't know, you got like the plushie and he like signed you an autograph.
Oh yes, I found Pharaoh Man, and he signed me an autograph.
He signed an autograph. Yeah.
You ever seen the meme of Pharaoh Man in the cartoon or something, or like, you know how Mega Man gets the monsters, the robot bosses like weapons, and like he puts his hand on them, and they're like, "Oh, you got my weapon," and then they're all scared and stuff. And like, there's one episode where he does that with Pharaoh Man. He steals his weapon. He's like, "Oh, now I got your weapon," and Pharaoh Man just punches him in the face.
So that's why you like Pharaoh Man so much? Is because he punches?
I mean, that's an element of it. Pharaoh Man has many dimensions to him.
Well, seeing that he's used to excavate stuff, does he really have that many dimensions?
You don't even know that.
But I mean, this is kind of still the staple for me. I think this is the first one with the charge shot, so you can tell I'm getting pity 1-ups already. So you know this is gonna be bad. The game already knows how bad I am. You know, you have the slide. You have everything that I think makes an iconic Mega Man game.
Except for the fact that it's not Mega Man X.
Well, you know, we'll get to those, and well, a lot of the things from Mega Man X, you know, had to come from you got a dash instead of a slide.
Yeah, the dash is a lot better.
You say that
straight upgrade.
You say that's better, but what about in Power Fighters 2 when you picked Mega Man and I picked Proto Man and you couldn't get any of the bonus points because your little goofy dash?
Mega Man's got the slide in there.
Or were you Face?
I usually play Face.
He's also one of your favorites, isn't he?
I mean, I like him. I don't know.
You wouldn't say favorite?
No.
You'd say Pharaoh Man's your favorite.
Oh yeah.
Listen, not having Mega Man as your favorite is all right and understandable. You know, you don't have to. And see, how come Mega Man doesn't get that?
Because he's not cool enough. Look at all these sweet animations he's got. Throwing energy with his hands, charging it up by pointing to the sky, jumping around.
Blowing up.
Oh no, Josh beat a boss that... You know, that's your entire objective of this game, is to beat him.
But I did it so easily, though. I didn't come in with full power. Oh, look at this. You see this? You got the...
Pharaoh Man doesn't, he gives you a shot. He's not like, I'm not gonna crush this noob's spirit.
Oh, and we're at the... I don't know if you remember back then, they had like little notebooks or journals of all the passwords. You had to draw the grid, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and ABCD, and you would have to...
I mean, it's better than Metroid.
But they actually had you put in letters and numbers and the oversight of 0 and the letter O.
And mixing up I's and L's or anything like that in a very complicated password could screw over your entire progress. Yes, I remember that.
And this is, you know, Ring Man's also in Mega Man 10. They didn't bring Pharaoh Man from... They brought Ring Man. So how do you feel about that one?
It just makes that game worse.
It makes it worse.
They could have brought back an MVP. They chose Ring Man.
You gonna send a letter to Capcom one day like, listen, if you guys ever decide to bring back robots again, you need to bring back Pharaoh Man.
Just give him his own game. To play as Pharaoh Man.
I mean, he could pull off a Mega Man Legend. What you think? You know, he explores stuff, so you can just explore everything. This is the hippo on the platform. Have you ever wanted a missile shooting hippo that was on a platform? I like, we're talking about themes. I like how they put the little Saturns in here, so that you could you know, say, hey, look, it's Ring Man. Shit.
Like, we're gonna distract you with the Saturns while you fall into spikes.
Yeah. And just have to start all the way back at the beginning.
That's the other thing I didn't like about Mega Man 11 is like you die against the mini bosses. They don't start you like before the fight. They start you like at the beginning of the stage.
Oh, I think Mega Man 11 was more of a FU to some people who left Capcom. And you know, and it's their prerogative if that's what they want to make a game about, but they got, I mean,
so far, the fight between Mega Man 11 and Mighty Number 9 is 0 for 2 on both of them.
0 for 2. You know,
all they proved is that neither one of them know how to make a good Mega Man game.
So, if you were locked in prison and you had to beat one of them to get out of prison, which one would you beat?
I don't know, because I hate Mega Man 11. But I only played 2 stages of Mighty Number 9.
Oh, so you're not you're as far, you're only a little bit farther than I am. I've not played it.
Again, I was, so there was supposed to be a Vita copy come out at some point, and I was just like, oh, I'll wait for the Vita copy. Still hasn't happened.
Capcom's they're gonna watch this video and they'll get you. Oh, and there's this guy right here. I don't know what purpose this robot serves. No clue. But I think you have to fight him twice. And you have to fight the missile hippo again. But not, this to me is classic Mega Man. I could go up there. I mean, honestly, that's where I'm stuck. This is what carries, you know, even into like the Mega Man X and stuff like that. All the kind of important. There's another pity one up. That everything that kind of makes a Mega Man game from kind of here on. And there's another one of those spike. I like how they just took his power animation and just put it on the side. But I think that's where I'm going to end with this one because we're starting to get to the cream of the crop now. This is number 4 is 4 to me. So we've only got 3 left. And I already showed you the list. I just corrected it with Mega Man 11. So it's getting exciting. So at spot number 3, Mega Man 3, the first one with Proto Man, aka Breakman, because you know he has to wear a hood to conceal his identity.
Conceal his identity. He hasn't even been in the series up until this point.
Well, he made a deal with Dr. Wily. That's why the only reason why it helped, because he had his solar core didn't work, and he had to get it switched over to a nuclear core, and blah 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 blah. But as we were talking about earlier, there's no hint of story here. This is the screen you get. All the other ones kind of give you some sort of, except Mega Man 1, give you some sort of story. Like, hey, here's what's going on. Here's a little intro. So, you know, it doesn't.
There's Mega Man standing on a building.
Yeah. No, this one. Well, even in 8. I like the animations in 8 where they have, you know, drawings of, you know, it's Mega Man, he's interacting with Duo or whoever.
You like the cutscenes from Mega Man 7? The Elmer Fudd Dr. White. This is Mega Man! Go find Dr. Wily!
We're gonna snake
Mega Man, another one of my favorites.
Is he?
Yes. Mega Man is cool. It's not as cool as Feral Man, but
I'm not judging. He's got a fairly interesting stage. I didn't want to go to Mega Man stage so you all will see me fail on moving blocks. The pity went up. Because I like the and I think it's coming up here in just a little bit where he gets to fight this. And it's just and then it stays however it was, and you move on. And they do the little pogo stick guys. I don't know if there's a pogo stick ones in this one.
yeah, I like how a little bit over halfway of the stage is like, we're done with snakes, and then there's no more snakes.
It's a sky.
It's like you just trespassed into Airman's territory or something.
Yeah, there we go. Is he sucking his thumb, or is he like crying because he lost his pogo stick?
I think his hands just, I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
But I'll let him live though. Because the only thing really missing from this one, and I think if you went to runhacking.net, they just probably added it on there where you can get a charge shot for this one where someone someone's added a charge shot. I know somebody went through and added all your weapons refill upon death. Because there's when you're fighting the...
Is this the one with Crash Man?
No, it's 2.
Oh, so that's the one where they have the one where you have to... There's the boss where you have to have truly feel Crash Man weapon or you can't beat it?
Yes. I disagree with that one. I like the thought behind it, but to me that's probably a little bit too much. But no, there's a Rust Jet stage in this one, in the mystery bosses, that you have to have full Rust Jet, and as you keep going, you have to keep getting all the refills, otherwise if you land on a certain place and you can't go anymore, you just have to... That was all me. That was me failing again. You have to kill yourself, and then I've always hated that jump. But yeah, you have to kill yourself, and then start this whole stage over again because they took out all the ground. You just have to use Rush Jet to fly from place to place. This is also the one with Rush Marine.
Isn't this the one where with the good Rush Jet where it doesn't just move forward, you can just move it any direction you want?
Yeah, I think it is. Because there's a challenge on this one for Mega Man, I think it's for Mega Man 3 to fight the Yellow Devil. And what the trick is, so spoilers everybody who hasn't done this one yet, is that you get out Rust Jet and you just park him right in front of Yellow Devil and you just blast him to death. Don't use his weakness, you just get out there and you just shoot him right in the face until his energy depletes. And you can do it in like 30 seconds. And it's just over that quickly. So how do you feel about a robot that craps out little snakes?
Well, I like robot snakes, so it's okay. Like using real snakes against you. I don't hear any ethical quandaries. You search snakes just as much as he does. You're not like, oh, I can't use search snakes. That would be against my moral fiber. But it is kind of bullshit because there is really not a whole lot you can do about him running into you.
No, my more ethical quandary is, shouldn't he be Snake Woman? Because he's producing snakes.
He's shooting them out of his arm. He's not giving birth to them.
Well, the snakes don't give birth; they lay eggs, and then the eggs.
Yeah, exactly. They're just like bullets to him, basically.
So he has like.
You're not giving birth to 9mm when you shoot people, Josh.
You're not?
No.
Oh, the only one I'm not a huge fan of is Top Man.
Top Man's lame, and his weapon is lame.
His weapon. I mean, like, I thought Dive Man's, you have to equip it and then you have to slide. Okay, that's kind of a little goofy, but no.
You mean Charge Man?
The Charge Man? I thought it was
Dive Man that just shoots torpedoes, I think.
I'll head over to you on that one.
Charge Man's the train one, isn't he?
Probably.
I don't know why he's called Charge Man. Why isn't he called Train Man?
And see, like him, he's giving birth to Tops. Right there.
Not every robot that creates something is like giving birth to it. You don't say the Ford plant is giving birth to cars, now do you?
Yes.
No, you do not.
They're birthing cars. Make them sound, better. I think more people would buy Ford if they said they birthed them.
I do not think so. It's like Top Man, like, isn't his, like, canon responsibility, like, exploring planets or something? What does it have to do with trees in glass and, like, cats that barf up yarn balls at you?
I didn't remember that they were specifically in this stage. So this is a throwback to some of the other ones where you're feeling birth. And here's another cat. See, when I have the auto shot, it's so much easier. Because my hands, I can't do some of the more hardcore stuff anymore, and it's burst. You can only give burst to 3 at a time, though. Otherwise, the screen hangs out. And there's some.
And like, oh, this top man stage, we gotta put in some top related things, or it's not going to be. It's gonna look like we just BS the entire level.
My problem with his ability is how quickly you can go through it. Because you can like jump up and spin, and you can use like one, or you can. Or you can use, you know, all of it. I'm trying to remember who his weakness is. But yeah, if you jump up and you spin, and you can just, it's gone. You don't even kill the boss. Now you have to kill the boss with the Mega Buster. Well, actually, there's 2 bosses because there's a boss from Mega Man 2 that's weak against Top Man as well. I don't remember which one that is either. Alright, so we got this one done. Number 2. Top 2. You're not gonna be surprised. I don't think the viewing audience is gonna be surprised either. And in spot number 2 is Mega Man 9. And so you got Dr. Wily over here. He's got his little wrench. Getting ready to get to work. Game. Also, the first one with a lady who I used to beat first. You're supposed to be a gentleman.
That's
supposed to be a gentleman.
I think that's domestic abuse.
Is it? Well, also it's partially sexist in the end when you beat it. Gyro is taking pictures of her on the beach. And again, this one has no charge shot, but it's got the respectable store where you can also not have your helmet. Or if you want a throwback to Bubble Man stage, I think there's a throwback here. We just whoop.
What, the throwback in that there's water and spikes everywhere?
Yeah, to me that's a
throwback to every Mega Man water stage.
Well, I think the first Mega Man water stage is Bubble Man stage, unless we're talking like the Dr. Wily from number 1. Even they straight up stole this from another one. I think it was Mega Man
or something.
Yeah, Mega Man 6. It's one of the later ones, and it's the exact same puzzle. They didn't change anything.
Oh no, Mega Man reusing elements from other stages of Mega Man games.
I know it's not the sin, but I'm saying, you know, it's... Because I was a huge fan of this one when it came out. And I remember I was so pissed because I had scheduled an English test right before, like, so I had to go to work and then I had to go take this English test. And then I only got to play it for like 3 hours.
Oh no, I only get to play a video game for 3 hours.
Well, I was looking forward to this one. I'm lucky now if I get to play 3 hours. But no, this one is, you know, reasonably difficult. You know, it does have gimmicks and it does have the run and gun. But I'm just a kind of a huge fan of kind of what this game brings and how it kind of was a throwback to, you know, they decided they were going to use the old sprites again instead of the new sprites, because That's one of the main reasons I'm not a big fan of 7 and 8 is because they change too much, and I get from someone like who's a bigger fan of the X series. Mega Man X changes almost game to game sometimes. You know, his sprite will be a little different. He'll do a little this or he'll do a little that, but this is something that was made in the late 80s, and I just think they should just kind of relatively keep it the same. And you know, that's just my 2 cents. And as you pointed out, I'm probably wrong about a lot of things. Got it. Barely. If there was I don't know if I have the achievement on this game for beating a boss with 1 health left. This is the first one with achievements, which that's a whole nother video of something that I don't think needs to be in video games. Is achievements. Not a huge fan of them. To me, an achievement is like, hey, I beat Dark Souls. Like, I haven't played Dark Souls. But you get street cred for that instead of, hey, I got this achievement where I had to play NBA Live 2006 with 6,000 other people at the same time. I'm like, nobody cares about this stuff. Uh-oh. The police came and they stole Dr. Light because he was a crook. He was evil. He was a bad man. And some of these are a little goofy. Like Tornado Man is a little goofy.
That's just Harpooya from the Zero series. Don't even try and play that.
You got Hornet Man.
Slug Man. Oh, I gotta get plugged into a wall.
He's got, like, you know, you plug him in and he has all these adapters attached to him. And he's like USB-C. Like, what adapter you need? I can hook you up. He'll just hook you up with. Galaxy Man is kind of the goofiest one because he's just like a UFO and he's got his black hole bomb and all he does is fly in the sky and just shoot crap at you.
Concrete Man is just Guts Man moving up in the world. Like, you got a promotion. Like, oh, you can do concrete now. Like, oh, I'm Concrete Man.
He went to school. Like, listen, as someone who's worked in construction, it's like, if you work on the line, if I would have known how much they paid back then, that would have probably been my first job, because my first out of school job paid me like $7 an hour, and they're paying people $15 for construction back in like 2000 at this company. Yeah, I have to sit outside all day, and yeah, I have to travel, but that's a lot more than I was making at the time. That was a lot more than all of us were making at the time. And we were kind of slackers back in that day. 2002, 2003, we're all kind of slackers. So yeah, that's the only one I say I'm gonna beat on this one. I'm not gonna. I enjoyed this one. This one's my second favorite. And if you've all done the math, you all know what the next one is going to be.
Oh, wow. No one could foresee which game you put at the top. It's only the Mega Man game most people put at the top.
I read a list where it wasn't at the top.
I mean, it's almost always like 2 or 3.
Because I like 3. I mean, I like most of them.
Very rarely will you get someone that'll put like 4 at the top. But those are basically the only 3.
So I guess everybody's going to be surprised then, right?
Yeah, super surprised.
Super surprised. Then I guess we'll have to see the super surprise. So, surprise, surprise. You guessed it. It is Mega Man 2. And again, this has already happened as well. It's 2000X. So, Crash Man is already dead. So is Airman. And just embarrassing. So I'm gonna put it on difficult. And I'm gonna let Shade mock me. Because I'm not gonna be able to do the Heatman puzzle. I don't remember the block combination.
Well, they let you practice it over concrete before they make you do it over the lava.
Well, then they have the part where they don't even use the lava anymore. It's just a pit. like we could keep the lava going, but nah. We'll just do a pit. And this to me is kind of... I honestly think that this is the best one. Because I think it does have a kind of a balance between being difficult and being, you know, having some easy parts like that right there. But usually when I do this stage, I have the number 2 device, because that was pre-rush.
I still think I've only did this pit without that one time, and that's because I didn't know that that item number 2 was in the game. So that's like my only complaints about this game, is that He-Man and Quitman stages, they're a little too difficult.
Oh, I will agree, because even Flashman stage, he's got some of that stuff going on in his stage too. Because when you play the challenges, and this is my biggest thing about playing the challenges, is that they do not, some of them are not very original. What they do is they'll like, oh, here's Mega Man 2 Challenge 1, and it's the same 4 stages. And it's over and over again. Oh, here's challenge number 2, and they'll use kind of 3 of the 4 stages. Oh, here's the Mega Man 1 through 6 challenge, and you're going to, you know, you're going to do those stages again and again. I'm like, that's not. I get everything is not supposed to be, you know, the challenge, but have some originality with. You see,
You gotta prep that, because you have to do that like, what, like 6 times in a row?
Yes. And I'm not gonna sit here all night do this. Eventually I'm gonna get fed up and I'm just gonna say stop. And then let everybody just who watches this video make fun of me. And it probably doesn't help that I don't have sound on, so that I can't hear what's going on. The audience at home can hear everything. I can't. Have to just restart and go to Bubble Man stage. I don't think we're even going to make it to the lava at this point. I'm doing such a horrible, horrible job. Because they prep you for it, because they do it out there in the middle of the pit, where it's just one time there's a block that just pops up on top of another one, and that's the one that gets me usually. Really? I knew that I messed that one up. That was. But no, this is my favorite. I'm just gonna kill myself. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna quit the game and I'm just gonna hop right back in it. Do you have is one of these your favorite? Do you have a?
Nothing really jumps out.
And I still think it's weird that I don't know why they made Metal Man against Metal Man. I've never really been able to kind of figure that out. That's telling me that it's time to stop because I am. Some serious suckage in this right now. Probably because my brain is all Mega Man out. And is this the one? Yeah, you got the little spike things that they throw out just to. It's like, yeah, yo, you need some power later on. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw out these little spike things, and right before you fight Wily and stuff. And if you need power, guess what you have to do? You have to fight them until the power-ups drop. And what does this stage have to do with metal?
There's like conveyor belts and drills and spiky things that fall on you and clowns riding gears. I mean, what doesn't scream metal about this? I mean, by default, like, almost everything in the Mega Man universe is just robots, so... Which in retrospect doesn't really make any sense in Smash Brothers when you get Metal Mega Man. Like, isn't Metal Mega Man already made out of metal?
I hate this jump, too. Well, that's why I don't play Mega Man and Smash Bros. Because I suck with him. I'm horrible with him. I don't know what pure class he's in, but
I'm not very good with him either. Nice Dr. Man.
I like how he just, that's all he does, he'll just flip and he'll jump back and forth. He doesn't move anywhere. I think I'm kind of done playing, my hands are sweaty, my throat's dry. We powered through all 11 of them. I think our main disagreement is where one is at. So that's kind of the order. And I do plan on doing a Mega Man X playthrough. Again, I haven't played through X4 at all. I think a lot of people know this, that it was during my RPG phase, where all I played was RPGs. Like, all I played was RPGs, nothing else. So, that's why I missed that one. It wasn't until I was hitting on a girl who worked at a video store that I saw that there were other Mega Man games out. So I started playing Mega Man games again. So, do you have any last comments, Shay, that you want to say? You're all right? Okay. So, everybody, thank you for watching, and coming soon. There may be some more NES Theater as well, for Shay's here to joke on me for sucking at some other type of game. So, stay tuned for all of those. Thanks, guys, and we'll catch you later.